So I've already decided to restart my hammer maps. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I want to show you. So yeah, there is only one episode in the other series, but I just didn't really see that going anywhere. Or actually, I do see it going somewhere, I just don't want to do it anywhere from there. But I came up with a really good idea. I want to start doing stuff with Half-Life 2. And so remember the part in Portal 2 where GLaDOS said that she saw 2 deer? And she's the only one keeping us between them. Everyone is really guessing that them is the Combine, because, well, Portal and Half-Life are in the same universe. My idea is for rebels to be fighting across the landscape, and for there to be Portal 2, or the Aperture Laboratory facility. And so I came up with a really good idea for halfway through the game. You're getting chased by Combine, and then there's 2 prototype hunters. I'll just put in hunter models. There will be 2 hunters that will be running at you, and you'll be running away. And then, as you're running away, it will fade, and it will change level, and it will keep you still. It will like spawn you in invisible or something, and then a camera will be moving around and looking at the hunters, and then maybe the audio clip of her saying, "I saw 2 deer today," will play, and it will place you back running from the hunters. I might be able to use the Source SDK 2013, because I might have to download Half-Life 2. I am going to have to download Half-Life 2. I'm going to look into the other hammers and SDKs and see what I can do. It took me more than a day to get this working, and it also turns out is extremely hard, and I can't actually transfer anything over from Portal 2 into Half-Life 2 because the source engines are so different. 7 years difference, and so guess most of the game is just gonna have to be Half-Life then, and I'll just have to add a little crossover, I guess. Well, I got an idea. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make the end first. I've just spent the last 3 days trying to transfer Half-Life 2 stuff in the Portal 2 and Portal 2 stuff in the Half-Life 2. It's really hard and it doesn't work. Well, because the source engine, so there's Gold Source, and Source 2. Gold Source, all the original Half-Lives with some changes. And then Source has so many different branches that have. So Portal 2 and CSGO are so different in the Source engine than Half-Life 2 and all the Half-Lives of After 2 and Left 4 Dead's. Well, anything after 2008, it's kind of compatible, but the newer it gets, the more compatible it is. And the source engines are so different. I tried putting the Portal 2 textures into the Half-Life 2 hammer. Everything was just purple and black, which isn't good. And I tried putting all the Half-Life stuff into Portal 2 hammer, and it never actually showed up because it's too old. And I'm probably doing it wrong, but I still don't care. So I've been everything. So my plan was for that to actually be the end of Portal Stories Mel, but I don't have the map, so I was trying to recreate it with all Half-Life stuff, and I was gonna use 2 Combine Hunters, but I decided to drop that. And so I started making these maps. So I'm not doing the Awoken one anymore, but I'm actually just going to be using the first map as my starting one because I didn't like where it was going. I just really liked the work that I did on this map. And so you still go up this elevator, but it fades, but this time it doesn't drop. um, it actually keeps going up. And so remember the old transition seal in the first series maps? Yeah, I'm reverse engineering it now. So what I'm going to do is, well, just reuse this map as the base, or just build. I'll just look at it as a reference. And so, I forgot how much work I did on this. Just throw it out. But, so my plan is to get an elevator shaft. Actually, let me pull open this window. So, the concept is going to be the same. It's going to be an elevator shaft there, or it's somewhere. It's going to be the elevator shaft, and it's going to lead into, a backstage area. It might not lead directly to the transition seal. It might as well just lead. You know what? I'm gonna think about it, because this is what I'm doing. Okay, I've been working for around 2.5 weeks. Be prepared for noises. Listen closely. Wait. Now. You heard that right? That's so good. So, you spawn this elevator here. Spawn the elevator, it's right off the edge of the map. Oh yeah, funny thing about this map, I made it in the entirely wrong style and decade. So you spawn this little room, you got the stop, or the door there and door there. Push door. There's that elevator again. And you look through and this must be a new test subject waiting area. It's 80s mixed with the 70s, because there's the behind the 70s and while in the 70s. So there's these tiles on the ground from the fallen roof. There's a ticket stand here and a security stand. There's offices this way, testing that way, and the giant test spheres there. So what you're supposed to do is you open that door, walk along here to this open door that leads to some offices. You go in this room, click this button. The button didn't actually move, but the sounds made it, so it makes sense. And it opens up this door. This is a control room, and there's a lever here. Flick the lever, opens the door. You walk past and through this area, which you may recognize, through this broken door. Open that door, and you're in another area you might recognize. And I added this area here. Just realized how it's freaking out. You go through this doorway here, this little quick pump station area. You got a hole in the floor, ruined tiles, all on level. An office. Why are there no computers there? Because they're there. Some computers. Control panel with pipes, tubing, and that stuff. Control panel. Then over here, I made some more detailing with the pipes along the wall, more crates, and rounded edges. Then there's pipes on the walls here, a door there, and if you hadn't flicked that lever, this wouldn't be accessible. There's an invisible wall covering this door right here, and so it wouldn't open, but I just opened it. So you open this up, go through this door, and you're in an old tunnel. Reused. Then you continue down, and look, there's turrets, but they don't actually do anything. They're gagged and used as actors. So there's the blank area, empty, no lights. I can't actually make an animation for that, so you know what I did? Deleted the doors and played the sound. So you got a hallway here, which leads into this turret repair shop. So you got a turret replacement tube, which I just made up.
So this turret points into here, and the window happens to be shattered. Ooh. So you got this repair area here, all these desks and offices, and another set of hallways. You got a turret there and a wall there. And this is the shaft. Took me a little while to make it. Pretty proud. Jeez, why is it reflecting all weird all of a sudden? Jeez, there's a bunch of problems with it all of a sudden. It wasn't like this. So, got offices here. Flick the lever. A bunch of series of lights turning on play. So, you have portal surfaces around here, and you have the elevator that leads to 2 spheres. And you also have this ledge. You could go back around to this area here and portal through. Or you could go over this desk and fall down. You have some tubing, some walls, seats. Oh my god. I never even noticed that the node draw is like that. That's a problem. Oops. So you fall down here and there. Jeez, why am I only realizing this now? So you fall down here. You can fall down a little further. And you have this area here. Bunch of cubes and buttons. You can use this and that portal onto that. But you can also jump on this table. Jump over here. There's a death trigger. You got this sign and a little platform, and you got this folding chair. And you can climb up over onto this walkway. And, as you saw, this is right at the beginning of the game. Elevator there, ticket stand, offices, chairs, door. All of this leads into this elevator,